Anthony Rizzo expressed his frustration after the Cubs game got postponed. He tweeted, "Players' safety? Let's sit around for 8+ hours inside the clubhouse. I'm sure I can find that somewhere in the 113-page player safety protocol." And so for more, let's bring in our guys. Mark Teixeira is here and Robert Stanberry only the third. Buster, so we look at what Rizzo tweets there. Is that, from the people you've been talking to, indicative of the way a lot of the players across the sport are feeling?
Increasingly, yes. What's been amazing to me this week, Greeny, is how the players are beginning to flex their muscles with this thing. We saw the Washington Nationals vote against the idea of playing in Miami this weekend. We've seen Anthony Rizzo, Joey Votto text back and forth and say, hey, how do you feel about playing tonight? When you really get right down to it, this is a group of super competitive people. And as this goes along, my sense is that the feeling is, look, we got to find a way to make this work. They know they're only as strong as the weakest links. This week, a lot of players critical of the Marlins, like, you guys can't figure this out. And now when they see weaknesses in the health and safety protocol, they're attacking that as well.
Fascinating. Tex, I haven't had a chance to talk to you all week, and obviously this has been a roller coaster, to say the least. What is your reaction to this and all the things we've seen with regard to it all week long?
Well, Greeny, I think this is a very easy answer. If Major League Baseball really is worried about the health and safety, and players are going to be complaining, I don't blame Anthony Rizzo, and I don't blame other players for saying that they're not safe. If that's going to be an issue and they're going to be canceling games left and right or postponing games every time there's an outbreak, they should cancel the season, because this virus is not going away. It's going to be very difficult unless you have a perfect bubble situation, which, by the way, the players turned down early in this negotiation. You're going to have outbreaks here and there. But if you want to play, if you want to get paid, if you want to try to get a season in, you're going to have to deal with these things, and it's going to have to be a partnership between the players and the owners. Major League Baseball does not want players and staff getting sick. They're not twiddling their thumbs in a back room saying, how can we get outbreaks all over the sport? They want games being played. So either cancel the season or fight through it.
Yeah, that's sort of the better put way I've been looking at this all week. Buster, how should we react to that? This idea that, look, it is inevitable that this virus is going to affect every team in the sport by the time we're done here, if they're going to be traveling around and living their lives like everybody else is. So if every time there is a positive test, it's going to shut something down, I can't figure out how they're going to make it all the way to the end.
Well, I can tell you this, is that over the last 3 weeks, there is growing confidence, not only among the staff, but the players, that they can plow through this, that they can work through, because they've seen the dedication among most of the players, even among family members. The Milwaukee Brewers holding a Zoom call with all the family members saying, look, this is how we need to deal with things. And so I think the sense among a lot of players is, look, we've started this. We've sacrificed a lot. Let's do what we can to make this work, which is why when they see these holes, they absolutely want them addressed as soon as possible, especially in the aftermath of the Marlins debacle.
Now, I hear you. Let me very quickly, because it's a lot more fun conversation. Our Jeff Passan reported yesterday, baseball and the union have agreed to 7-inning doubleheaders. Buster, your reaction?
Look, in recent years, the Player Association hasn't been open to a lot of new ideas when it comes to on-field stuff. In this case, they actually brought this idea to Major League Baseball in large part because of concern about pitchers. We're seeing pitchers drop left and right, elbow injuries all over the place. It's pretty clear that the erratic training of 2020 seems to be affecting a lot of teams, maybe not the Cleveland Indians, but a whole lot of pitchers. And so I think the idea is, look, if we're going to play double headers, let's reduce the amount of stress on the pitchers, cut it from 18 innings to 14 innings.
Tex, what do you think?
I really like it. Listen, all the rules are out the window this year, and I think what we're seeing is the regular season is going to be kind of like an exhibition. A lot of teams aren't going to play their full schedule, but the best 8 teams in each league will still most likely make the playoffs. The real season starts in October, and if you can get more games in, if you can reduce injuries like Buster says by playing 7-inning doubleheaders, I'm all for it, because the record books are out the window. All of the normal old school baseball rules are out the window. So let's keep the players safe. Let's play as many games as possible. And if you have to postpone a game because of a little bit of an outbreak, play 2 later in the season and play 7-inning doubleheaders.
I'm totally with you. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're going to play a 7-inning game and put a runner on second to start the 8th if the game is tied. I never would have thought we'd get here, but I'm all for it. That's Buster Olney and Mark Teixeira at a crazy time in baseball. Guys, thanks. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.